Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on where we are with our public opinion polling. We had a great session last week at the Island Symposium. That was awesome. Last little bit now is just working on your write-up. You're going to do a 2-page write-up, the first page of which is going to focus on the overall takeaways and overall results of the poll. The second page, you're going to focus on any one particular aspect that you're interested in discussing. That could be something about energy, that could be something about seafood, whatever. You have to include at least one graph, ideally 2 graphs of your data, but at least one. For that write-up, I want to make sure you understand the resources that are available to you. If we navigate to our Google Drive, what you'll see is I've added a new folder here. So this is our typical folder. Here's our original database you guys filled out. If you do notice anything over the next few days, please go ahead and fix that if you notice that you left off a date or something like that. And again, please do go through and check and make sure you don't have any yellow cells still highlighted with regards to the stuff that you entered. But so please fix that. But that's pretty much, we're done with that now. I'd like you to instead go into poll data for write-up. In there you'll find 2 different versions. One is the Excel version of our completed data, and the other is a summary table. So you can download either of these and manipulate them, play with them as you see fit, use the data for graphing, etc. Let's first take a look at the summary Excel file. So this, I've just deleted everything else and you just have the raw summary data as of the last cleaning QA/QC I did of the data. So this should be everything you need to know. Again, this is the summation in most cases of the number of folks that respond to that particular option, and then this is the proportional distribution of them. I've gone through and I've highlighted, generally bolded the largest value, and then in some cases where we have numerical entries such as this, how much money did we spend at the coast this week, I've expressed that as the average, standard deviation, and standard error, in this case in dollars. So that should be pretty obvious. You guys should be familiar with that. So please feel free to use this as you're just poking around, get an overall sense. Okay, next I've given you the full data here in this other file. Please download this from the drive, and you're welcome to manipulate this as you see fit if you'd like to. You're not required to do this, but many of you will ask about this, so I want to give you this option. Again, you can import this data directly into a statistical program, but let's just let me show you how you can do some simple manipulation in Excel using sorting and truncating the data to explore patterns and relationships. So what I've done just here is I've copied this from up top just for the purpose of this demonstration so you can more easily see it. Note, I've copied and pasted this as values, so this is 777, it's just a number. Whereas when I come up to here, this 77, you can tell it's a formula. So what I'm going to do is we've entered the data this way, so this is really easy for you guys to do this at this stage in your analysis. So what I've done right now is, or what I'm about to do right now, is I'm going to go and sort this data and then delete some data so that I can see the effect of one variable on another. So here we go. Again, we have 75% of our folks saying that they're a voter, which is, maybe right, maybe wrong, but that's what people say. And then we have about a 50-50 split almost. We have 49% to 51% male-female. So that's pretty good. So maybe we want to ask the question, hey, does being male influence your propensity to say that you vote? Okay? And again, this could be any variable. You can explore anything. So what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to select this row by clicking on the number. And then I'm going to scroll up to the top of my data set. And I'm going to hold the shift key down and then select this row, and that's going to select all the rows in between. So now everything's selected. I'm going to come up to data, hit sort. Oops, sorry, wrong one. This guy. I'm going to sort here, and I just pick the column which I want to sort. Now we have such a large data sheet that this will exceed the possibility, so it won't list every single one when we get far down to the right. So I'm just going to type in the column by putting in the letters of the column. So VO to VO, say OK, and then go OK, and you'll see everything resorted. So if we come over here, we can see that our data is still the same, right? It's all the same data. It's changed its orientation, but the mathematics are being done on the same amount of data. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come here, select this, for example, and go all the way up. Now note, all the men are ones here, right? So I'm going to come up here, and go up till I find the end of that group, because again, now they're all sorted together, they're all brought together. Here it is right here. And I'm going to select, again by holding the shift key down, select all these guys, and now all of my men are selected. I'm just going to come up here and say edit, clear, contents. Boom, I just deleted all that data. So now all we have are women in our data set. So now when I come down here and check it out, booyah. What we now have is we have, so again, this is our comparison to see what it was like before I sorted. Again, I paste this as values. This isn't going to change. But now we've changed this, and now we have 0 males, only females. So now the statistics are being done just on the females, and what we find is it's 77% and 23%. So very little change. So it appears as if male versus female is not a big predictor of whether you said you would vote or not. And you can use that approach all the way throughout to explore stuff. Again, this is why I suggest that you save a copy of the data file before you start manipulating. So now I can go back and start tweaking other things. But that's if you do not have a statistical program. That's a very easy way to look at how one variable might depend on another using our opinion poll data set. Okay? So great. So have fun at it. Start exploring. Start looking more in depth at relationships and what the public think about these coastal management issues. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much. Have a great day.